the Greeks ultimately will exit the EU. It's just a matter of when and under what terms.
Greece's economic troubles could just be the start of more trouble for our economy. That tops tonight's Your Money. News Channel 8 business reporter Joe Smith joins us live from the newsroom tonight. Joe?
Good evening, Laurel. This weekend's elections in Greece, voting for the conservative New Democratic Party, which favors a bailout agreement, gives the country, at least for now, a little bit of breathing room and the European nation a chance to regroup. But not without the rest of the world looking over its collective shoulder, concerned about the long-term impact.
While the Greek flags were flying post-election, there is still a wave of uncertainty about Greece's continued role in the European Union.
The problem is that the situation with Greece is not easily solved. The summary, at least the way we take it, is Greece survived to fail another day.
George Hosfield, Chief Investment Officer with Ferguson Wellman Capital Management in Portland, says Greece has not played by the rules. The election just buys them a little bit more time to try and repair an economy on the brink. While Greece's economy is relatively small compared to other EU countries, any disruption affects our economy.
We don't go off a cliff, but on the margin, we're muddling along here as it is, and we don't need one more thing to be weak here in the demand profile for our companies.
The bigger issue is what happens to Spain's troubled economy, facing a real estate bubble, and Italy, now paying the price for overspending. Those economies are much bigger, and if they falter, could have a significant consequence for the United States, especially for companies exporting to Europe.
They have a monetary union, and now they need a fiscal union.
Experts suggest the EU needs a cohesive banking system, much like the United States, with built-in safeguards, starting with ensuring more confidence.
And try to keep deposits in the banking system rather than have people come in and start drawing out all the euros that they can draw out.
University of Portland finance professor Brian Adams says the banking lessons we learned during our Great Recession could be lessons for the EU.
And nobody's worried about our banks, and that is something that needs to happen in Europe, but we need to bring those banks together first, and that's something that has not been discussed significantly yet.
Adams says without that discussion, there is more fallout.
The biggest economy in the world could falter and have significant underperformance for the next few years.
20 leaders of the world's largest economies are meeting in Los Cabos, Mexico this week. A major point of discussion during the G20 summit will be Europe's fragile economy.